I have written over 40,000 lines of code in the last year. And I wrote all of this code to help teach you how to code. It took me years to learn how to code on my own, with a lot of failures along the way. I talk about this in more detail in other videos, but I mean, this has everything to do with my journey and what I work on today. If you don't know, I'm building PlebDevs.com. And PlebDevs.com, PlebDevs itself started as my attempt to go help my former self, my attempt to make developer education content that I would have wanted when I was trying to learn. So for me, PlebDevs started as this way to frame myself as a new developer, as someone who's learning, someone that is on the path, not someone that's claiming to be an expert engineer, but someone that wants to be in on the action. At first, I just wore this as a framing for myself, but then through encouragement from other people, we made the first PlebDevs course. This course grew bigger than I could have imagined. We got hundreds of students from all across the world, and quickly PlebDevs came alive and became a thing that was much bigger than just me. From there, I made more content. We launched a Discord community. We made another course and really just tried to grow from there. But PlebDevs.com, this has been something I've been dreaming about for years. A platform that's custom built for my students, custom built for my content, and that is most beneficial to me and to you as the student, and not some big tech platform that's taking a majority of the money, a majority of growth. So this is PlebDevs.com, and this is why I spent so long and put so much effort into building it. Now there's a lot still to be done, but I'd love to show you the current state where I'm at and what works today. All right, here we are on PlebDevs.com. Learn how to code, build on Bitcoin, become a dev. It's kind of the mission statement I have. And if you start to scroll down, you'll see immediately there is content here, and there's different types of content. So we have courses here at the top. There are videos as well, and then documents at the bottom. And so you can also see that this content, some of it, a lot of it is free, some of it is paid, but all of it is zappable, meaning this can all be zapped Bitcoin because it's connected to Nostr, because it's on the Nostr network, and I have all that integrated in the platform. And so you can go to the all content kind of page here and see absolutely everything that's on the platform, from lessons inside of courses to the courses themselves. And you can break it down by the types of content here, free, paid, as well as tags. There are a few template projects here. We see a lot of resources here with the lightning tag. And so that's sort of how it's organized here in a basic way. There's quite a bit here to dig into, and it's pretty unique. There's not a lot of workshops on things like Nostr Wallet Connect or building your first Lightning app, or Lightning address, right? Gone over that many times. And so that's the content page. We've got the feeds page here, and this is still in a pretty basic shape. There's a lot of work I want to do here, but for right now, it's basically a combination of multiple social feeds. So there's a global feed here, which includes everything. We have a Nostr feed pulling in from the Nostr network, a Discord feed that pulls in from Discord, and then a StackerNews feed that pulls in from the devs territory on StackerNews that I own. And so right now you can only write messages through the Nostr feed here. So this is the only place you can write messages on PlebDevs.com, but what's nice is it at least combines all of the feeds, all of the messaging that is under the PlebDevs brand into one place. And so you can sort of see what's going on. You can open a link to view it in a new tab very easily like this. So yeah, that's the feeds page. There's also a subscribe page here, but I'll get into that in a minute. Going back to home, one of the first things that you might do, I imagine a lot of the users, PlebDevs, will do, is click this Learn to Code button. In fact, I want you to click this Learn to Code button. This is sort of my funnel to try and pull you into PlebDevs and the dev journey. And so what happens when you click this button, first of all, an account is going to be made for you automatically. This is an anonymous account. It just kind of lets you have this logged in state and track things immediately. It's very easy to log in and log out with it. And so there we go. You have an anonymous account, and then you are dropped directly here into the free PlebDevs starter course. And so this is a starter course that I put together to try and help people that are exactly on that step 0 of learning how to code. And so we actually start with a lot of high-level topics here, setting up your code editor and GitHub. But then, of course, we write our first lines of code and just generally get you set up for the rest of the content on the platform. So just clicking that button, we're dropped right here into the course. I can scroll down and I can start to watch the content here. And there's also markdown below with kind of some highlights and some notes of what we talk about. And so after starting this, I might go check out my profile page, which is now created. And so this is the profile. And at the top here, you see there's an activity kind of calendar. And I have 2 learning activities in the last year. That's interesting. I see this green square right here. If I hover over it, Tuesday, January 28th, that's today. And I can scroll down and see progress down here. I see that I've started a course, the PlebDevs starter course, and then I've started this lesson intro to the course. Yeah, so immediately the platform, it's tracking your progress through the course material. And of course, I've laid out this dev journey here that I want you to follow. And this dev journey, it's still very basic right now, but it combines all of the core courses that are in the PlebDevs platform, starting with the PlebDevs starter here, and then going into the front end course and then the back end course. You can kind of go either which way you want. So not a ton here, but this is probably 24 hours of content right here. So it's a lot to get through. And of course, all of this starts with connecting your GitHub so that PlebDevs can have even more of a view into your coding journey, can help encourage you. And also we do project submissions through GitHub as well. And so if I click this connect to GitHub button, it will basically connect my existing GitHub account to this anonymous account that we just created. Okay, and so reloading here, we immediately see all of my activity from GitHub is actually being pulled in real time. And it's also combining the activity from the platform. So this is sort of the ultimate view on the progress that I'm making through the platform and as a developer in general. We see that our first step here in the dev journey is done. We obviously haven't completed the PlebDevs starter course. We can open that right here. And then if I go down, my progress is here, and we see that I've been awarded a badge. And I can open this badge here and see that I've gotten the Pleb badge. You are signed up and ready to start your dev journey with PlebDevs onwards. There's also a settings page here where you can set up stuff like relays for Nostr. If you're familiar with Nostr, the platform basically works with Nostr, cross-posting all of the content to Nostr and just operating with the Nostr network. And so you can configure relays here. You can connect a Lightning wallet for easier payments. And then we've also got the PlebDevs subscription here. And so there's a dedicated page here for the PlebDevs subscription. And this basically gives you access to all of the paid content, because not all of the content is free. Most of it is free, but this gives you access to all of the paid content. You get access to a personal mentorship and guidance calendar that I have open. So you can request slots to have a one-on-one with me if you're stuck on a bug or anything like that. And then you can claim your own personal plebdevs.com lightning address, Nostr Nippo 5 identity, which is sort of just like a vanity identifier. And then, of course, I'm going to make sure that you level up as a dev. I'm going to make sure that you win as a dev. And so there's FAQs here, and you have the option to pay as you go with Lightning or set up a recurring subscription with Albi or with Nostr Wallet Connect if you're familiar with that protocol. Okay, and so I'm going to set up a subscription. Now I've got my Lightning wallet open, and I'm just going to click this pay as you go button, and it will pop up an invoice for 50,000 sats, which is the monthly subscription cost. Scan that and we'll pay it. Let's see how fast this is. Okay, boom. And we see I am subscribed now. It says subscribed. Thank you for your support. Pay-as-you-go subscription requires manual renewal on 2/28/2025. That's a month from now. And so now I see these options available to me. For one, I can schedule a one-on-one with Austin. This is a little Calendly integration that I built. And so we see my available slots there. I can claim a PlebDevs NIP05 by putting in my pub key. You can see here it actually pre-fills everything. And I can also claim a Lightning address, as well as doing a basic subscription renewal and then canceling subscription. But of course, what you want to see is that you can now unlock the paid content. We see like here's a lesson that's 7,500 sats. If I go to watch this, you see that I am subscribed. You're subscribed, so you can access all the paid content. And so I can watch this lesson now. What is this? Learn CSS. Lesson 2 of the first course. And so now if I go back to my profile, of course, on the profile, we scroll down, we see that we've started the other PlebDevs course here. And of course, we started that Learn CSS lesson. Haven't finished anything yet. You can't actually finish these, but you need to watch through at least most of the video to get the lesson checked off. And so now I'm fully subscribed. I have access to all the content. I have access to the calendar and some other fun things with the subscription. And so a lot of this is still MVP. It is a basic subscription plan. It is the basic content that will help get you started, but there's so much more that I'm building into this. And so the value that you're going to get is only going to grow over time. And of course, I'm going to make the platform better and better over time. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so hopefully that was a quick overview and a good overview of what's here in place right now on plebdevs.com. Check it out for yourself. Tell me what you think. Give me feedback. Tell me what you need as a resource to learn how to code. And I'm going to be out here doing the same thing.